Welcome to my binary options masterclass tutorial video. Uh, if you haven't seen the earlier video that I have posted and you do not know how my indicators work, I suggest you actually check out my first video on YouTube to understand how these indicators work and how I use them effectively. Today is the 24th of April 2017, and as you can see, the market has done or has set up a whole new chart here. This is as a result of the French elections that occurred during the week, and we can see the huge leap in the Euro USD. The Euro has gained ground, but you can see it is falling back down again. But I want to show you effectively how to make use of this strategy, and to do that, I'll have to show you that on the MT4 strategy tester, and we need to click on Ctrl R if you do not already know how to do that. Well, I'll be showing you the strategies from Monday, April 17th, that is this week that has just gone by, how the market behaved on that particular day on Monday. So to start, we just click. I already have all the setup I need. The currency pair I want to test it on, Euro USD, has been set up. The indicator will be the pivot, so we'll add all the other indicators later on the charts. So we click on start, we wait for it. Yep, there you go. There you go. Okay, now we pause. We need to set up this screen so it looks good, so you could actually see the strategy clearer. Control G to get the grid off, alternate 2 to give us start, and then we need to add up all the other indicators as explained in the previous video. Stochastics is added, the settings as explained already in the other video. T5 colors, impute 1233. Okay, this is set. We key in our RSI indicator, everything is, just leave it as it is, and then we add up our I clock just to show you the time, although it is, and then our ortho Fibonacci. Okay, we are set up completely, we are good to go. Now I'd love to explain that these strategies can be used in two ways, and I'll be showing you how it can be done using a live market that occurred on the 17th. Now the main focus of what we're trying to do is we're trying to wait or watch for the market to either be in oversold or overbought, as the case may be, in both the stochastics and the RSI. And the RSI and the stochastics are leading indicators. They show you exactly when the market is oversold. But the question is, when do I know when to sell, or how do I know when to buy? And I believe this indicator or this system I'm about to show you answers that question to very, 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 very high accuracy percentage, well over 85% accuracy rate. Now remember, I said earlier in the strategy explainer video that our focus is to wait for the price to be oversold or overbought. Now if it enters this section of oversold in the stochastics and is oversold in the RSI, and price comes or touches any support line, as we can see, the closest support line is the support line 1, which gives us a price level of 1.0600. And now if price comes down here and stochastics is oversold, stochastics RSI is oversold, and it goes below Fibonacci level of 161.8, we want to reverse or want to place a buy position for that. We want to open a call in your binary options. As for my forex guys, it is actually still useful for you too, because once price reaches this point, you want to place your stop loss. Once our conditions have been met anyway, you want to place your stop loss right here and then take a buy, aiming for price to touch the very next medium support level. So you can actually use this system effectively as a forex trader, but you can use it way more better as a binary options trader. I'll be showing you how both of them can be done effectively. And for forex trading, you can actually apply the strategies in two ways. One of which is you could actually use what is called the martingale, and I'll also be explaining to you how you can do that effectively with risk management. And I could also be showing you the broker you could use. And this is a disclaimer here: I am not an affiliate of the broker. I will not earn any amount of money by recommending them, but they are a very good broker that I myself use personally, and you can also enjoy them. Why I'm also recommending them is because of anybody can start up with them, because with as low as $300 you could actually effectively earn an income. Some brokers, because of their minimum stake per trade, you may have to invest more than that using the strategy, but with the broker I'll be showing you, you could actually use more than that. Now we are waiting for price to actually meet our conditions. It needs to touch or be very close to our support level. It needs to be oversold in stochastics and in RSI, and it needs to be below Fibonacci level 161.8 and below. And we wait for those conditions. We could actually speed up the process so that you could see it quickly. Okay, that is done. Now we just watch price and see how price behaves. And for risk management, on the binary options trade, as I said, you could use martingale and you could not use martingale, depending on the kind of trader you are. And for those who would love to use martingale, I would suggest you apply you use multiples of 2.43. We see here that price came close to meeting our conditions, but it did not. It did not actually touch our support level 1. It did not go below 161.8, and it was not technically oversold in our stochastics level, as we could see here. It wasn't oversold in the RSI either, so we would not take this trade. Although you could see that this is also price came close and it has reversed all the way back up. So this is a very, very good system. As you can see, price did not touch it, but then it has reversed. But we're looking for where these conditions have been met effectively. And like I said earlier in the strategy, this is a very powerful Fibonacci indicator. It reverses and gives you, as price moves, it shows you exactly how, where it is going to reverse. Okay, it's like we have a possible signal. Let us see. We have price coming very close to resistance level 1. RSI stochastics is getting to be oversold. It hasn't touched it. It is falling back down again. Now price has touched our resistance level 1, but it hasn't actually broken through our Fibonacci rule, so that signal would not be taken. But then, as you can see, again, price comes close, touches the resistance level, and it bounces right back up. As you could see, stochastics was oversold and RSI was oversold. Now I'm going to have to pause this. Let me do a little explanation. Okay. Now, if you actually wanted to take this trade, we could see that three conditions were met. First of all, here price went above our stochastic our resistance level. It was oversold in the stochastics, and it was also oversold, just touched the oversell level on a RSI. There are some traders I know that would actually take this trade because this is actually a very good setup. So you could see immediately price drops all the way down. And for those who actually do not use a martingale, this is a very good system. And once this candle closes, because you have your eye clock, it lets you know that okay, the candle is about to close. Now this is a 5 minutes chart. You would open a 25 minutes put in this condition, and you would see that it actually meets our conditions. That price falls right down here. Take up a put here, and you see it gives you a deep ITM. And for those who would use martingale, you'd want to trade a 5 minutes put candle, gives you an ITM. A 5 minutes put candle again gives you an ITM. A 5 minutes put gives you an OTM right here. And then a 5 minutes put applying the martingale level of 2.43 gives you an ITM. And then a 5 minutes put gives you an ITM. A 5 minutes put again gives you an OTM, which is an out of the money trade, whereas an ITM is in the money trade. And then a 5 minutes put gives you an ITM trade. Because of your eye clock, you could actually take these trades as the candle is about to open. Now I recommend taking no more than 3 to 5 ITMs per signal. Now this is how I actually trade it myself. Once I receive a signal as good as this, I take no more than 3, because the price is tend to the price may reverse, but for those who do not want to use martingale, you just take a 25 minutes put, at least 5 candles down, so it gives it room to wiggle around and actually go down. So we see here, but we're looking for that ideal condition where it actually meets all our requirements. Let us continue the strategies tester again, and you'll see that price will probably even come back up to test it again. Let us see. There you see, there you go. Price does the same thing this time, and then you see that I'm gonna have to pause it again. Okay, now as you can see, price came down here, touched it, and it began falling. Then an economic news was released right here. There was a news released on this Monday, and you can see the effect of this news. It blew through resistance level 1, blew through resistance level 2, and tested resistance level 3. Let us see how the market behaves in these conditions. Now our RSI is oversold, stochastics oversold, and it has met all our requirements, as you can see right here. Now I'm going to have to continue this tester again. There you see, there you go. It just falls. It just falls all the way down. So as I was saying, if you were a martingale trader, you would have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I recommend taking no more than 5, because it can reverse. No more than 5. I actually take 3 myself because of safety and risk management. You see that you take a 5 minutes put, gives you an ITM. A 5 minutes put gives you an ITM. 5 minutes put gives you a doji, and a 5 minutes put gives you an ITM. Now you see all our conditions were met right here. it blew through all of this. This was actually a news release on that Monday. Then you see one, two, three, all the way down. Now we have seen one condition here met. We have seen price behave very funny around these support and resistance levels, and it is really, 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 really amazing. And when you check out my gig on Fiverr, I'll show you how to actually apply this strategy using martingale effectively. I'll give you the broker to use so you can actually make trades as little as zero point 0.4 cents per trade. And with your $300 account, you can place no more than 10% of your trade. So with a $3 account, you place no more than 10% of your trade per trade action, which means per signal you're placing no more than 3 to 5 trades, and using martingale levels of 1 to 5, which I'll be showing you effectively properly when you buy my gig on Fiverr. And you would have this system, the indicators. You could also talk to me privately on Skype for further explanation if you have any questions. All of that will be available to you. And I'll be putting up more videos on YouTube to further explain my tutorials, and I'll be doing a recording of a live trading session that I have actually taken myself, so you can see effectively how the system works. Now this system is amazing. It uses pure logic. We're looking at stochastics, which is widely used by a lot of traders. It is a good indicator of oversold and overbought situations. We're using support and resistance levels, which is also very popularly used by a lot of traders. The banks, they all respect support and resistance lines, and they themselves make use of it. And we're talking also about Fibonacci. So everything I've showed you, none of them is based on a lagging indicator. I am not showing you an indicator that it actually has to the thing has to start moving down before you start taking your trades. No, it's when you know clearly in advance that it is going to go down. So I'm giving you a heads up. Hey, price is going down. Oh yeah, take your trades. It's about to go down. Take your trades. This is how this system works. It is really amazing. Even the news respects it. Like, the news respects the resistance lines, and as we can see on this Monday, price respected that resistance line here, but as a result of an economic news that came out, we see that it flew all the way to resistance level 3, but then it plummets. You could actually even continue this trade as a forex trader yourself. You could make huge ITMs, huge pips for forex traders using this system. Let me continue it and I'll show you, and you'd see that it actually falls further down. Yes, there you go. It fell all the way back to resistance line 1. So it gave you a huge, this is well over 200 pips on the Euro USD currency pair for forex traders. And this is amazing. You get to know where the currency pair is going to reverse. You get to see it in advance. You get to actually place the trade. It's even falling further down below than I expected. So this is over 200 pips. So if you're taking your pips, you just, in fact, the potentials is just amazing. The results are outstanding. You would make a lot of money using this system, both as a forex trader and as a binary options trader. And this gig is available only on Fiverr. Check out my gig. It's actually low cost. I could speak with you privately for about 10 to 15 minutes, answer your questions, give you guidelines. And it is also very important to watch the news. The news can cause things like this. Like this would have actually given you a very beautiful setup, but then you see it also gives you right another setup here, which is very good for trading. All trades would have gone in ITM here and ITM here, as I've shown you earlier. So this is a very good system, and the currency pairs I recommend for you to trade using this system is the Euro USD, the GBP USD, and JPY crosses, USD JPY, Euro JPY, AUD JPY. These are currency pairs that actually respect resistance lines and support lines. They are very good at it, and you would make a lot of money using the system. You could actually earn 10% on a daily basis using this system. If you had about two currency pairs open, Euro USD for example and USD JPY, it could give you about 2 to 3 signals per day. And so for guys, you could this is a very good 85% accuracy system. And if you are not using the martingale, you could place around 5% of your trade here. It gives you an ITM, it gives you an ITM here, and then the USD JPY also gives you about 2 or 3 other signals. So in a day, you could have between 5 to 10 signals depending on the currency pairs you open up, and you could be certain, in fact you are certain, of over 85% ITM on a daily basis using these currency pairs. And it is an amazing system. Forex traders also can apply this. You see it on your screen. Very beautiful resistance levels, resistance level 2, resistance level 1. There are some special days where price actually breaks through entirely of these resistance levels. So once price does that and is out of this I call this the black zone. So once price is in the black zone, there are no resistance levels or there are none that are plotted. It is advised to leave your currency trading for that day and resume the next day, where you can actually see your resistance levels and know that price would reverse using simple strategies, your stochastics, your RSI, and my custom indicators, Ortho Fibonacci, and my Genius pivots. Check out my gig on Fiverr. Binary Options Masterclass. Thank you for watching.